In a futuristic world under siege by alien invaders, you play as a descendant, a hero equipped with advanced weapons and powers. The gameplay focuses on fast-paced combat and cooperative multiplayer missions. Visually, the game stuns with rich sci-fi environments and detailed character designs. The story follows humanity's last stand against these invaders, and the world combines futuristic technology with ancient mysteries, creating a unique setting for intense battles. Dive into dangerous dungeons filled with monsters, traps, and treasure in this roguelike RPG. The gameplay combines turn-based combat with dungeon crawling, where each run presents new challenges. The graphics are dark and atmospheric, making each dungeon feel oppressive yet intriguing. The story follows a lone adventurer seeking fame and fortune, and the world is a labyrinth of ever-changing environments, offering endless replayability with its procedurally generated levels. Survival in a post-apocalyptic world filled with monsters and mutants awaits you in this open-world game. The gameplay blends exploration, crafting, and combat as you gather resources and fend off threats. The graphics capture the desolate beauty of a ruined Earth, with eerie landscapes and terrifying creatures. The story centers on rebuilding civilization, and the world is vast, dangerous, and full of secrets, offering players a chance to carve out their own path in the chaos. Set in a future where humanity battles demons, this real-time strategy game delivers fast-paced, tactical combat. The gameplay emphasizes base building, resource management, and commanding armies in large-scale battles. Visually, the game is vibrant and colorful, with a mix of futuristic and demonic designs. The story revolves around humanity's survival against an ancient demonic force, and the world is filled with lore and factions vying for power, making it rich for strategy enthusiasts. In this whimsical, light-hearted platformer, you control a sheep on a small but charming journey. The gameplay is straightforward, with simple puzzles and accessible platform mechanics. The graphics are colorful and cartoonish, creating a pleasant, relaxing atmosphere. The story is minimal but cute, following your sheep's quest through a world full of quirky obstacles and friendly characters. The game's world feels like a peaceful, joyful escape, perfect for casual players. In this narrative-driven puzzle game, you take on the role of a young artist whose work is being stolen by a mysterious figure. The gameplay focuses on solving puzzles and uncovering clues to track down the copycat. The visuals are artistic and vibrant, reflecting the creative world you inhabit. The story delves into themes of identity, creativity, and plagiarism, and the game's world is a colorful, dreamlike setting where every puzzle piece brings you closer to uncovering the truth. A dark and atmospheric action RPG, Void's Vigil sets you in a decaying world where you must battle eldritch horrors. The gameplay focuses on tight, challenging combat and exploration, with a rich system of abilities and upgrades. The visuals are haunting, with Gothic environments and creepy, otherworldly creatures. The story follows a lone hero trying to stop an ancient evil from consuming the world, and the atmosphere is heavy with tension, as every step brings you closer to unraveling the dark mystery. In this eco-themed action game, you play as a green version of the Grim Reaper, tasked with restoring balance to nature. The gameplay blends fast-paced combat with environmental restoration, where you defeat enemies and rejuvenate ecosystems. The visuals are bright and quirky, combining spooky elements with vibrant natural settings. The story is a unique take on environmental protection, and the world is a mix of mystical forests, decaying cities, and overgrown wastelands, offering a fun green twist on action gaming. A football simulation that focuses on fair, skill-based competition, UFL aims to give players an authentic yet accessible experience. The gameplay emphasizes smooth, realistic ball handling and strategic playmaking. The graphics are impressive, with well-detailed stadiums and player animations. There's no story mode per se, but the world of football is well represented, with a focus on giving players the tools to become champions through practice and strategy, rather than pay-to-win mechanics. This racing simulator focuses on delivering a realistic driving experience with a variety of cars and tracks. The gameplay emphasizes precision driving, with detailed vehicle physics that challenge even experienced racers. The graphics are highly realistic, bringing racetracks and cars to life with incredible detail. There's no overarching story, but the world of motorsport is faithfully recreated, offering competitive players a chance to test their skills in a variety of challenging conditions. A social deduction horror game. Deceit 2 pits players against one another as they try to figure out who among them is infected by a deadly virus. The gameplay mixes first-person shooting with psychological mind games, as trust is a rare commodity. The graphics are sharp, with eerie, atmospheric environments that heighten the tension. The story revolves around survival and betrayal, and the world is a dangerous place where every decision could mean life or death, making for a tense multiplayer experience. In this cave-exploring adventure, you delve into the depths of dangerous underground tunnels. The gameplay mixes platforming with combat and puzzle solving, requiring quick thinking to overcome obstacles. The visuals are dark and moody, reflecting the game's claustrophobic setting. The story revolves around a treasure hunter seeking ancient artifacts, and the world is a mysterious network of caves filled with secrets, treasures, and lurking dangers, offering a thrilling sense of exploration. A dark fantasy action RPG, Undecember offers fast-paced combat with deep character customization. The gameplay revolves around mixing skills and abilities to create powerful combinations, allowing for flexibility in combat. The graphics are detailed, with Gothic environments and monstrous enemies populating its dark world. The story follows a hero's journey through a land of chaos and destruction, and the world is vast, filled with dangerous dungeons, ancient ruins, and powerful foes to challenge. A vast, player-driven universe awaits in this massively multiplayer online game, where space exploration, combat, and economy intertwine. The gameplay offers freedom, whether you're mining asteroids, engaging in galactic warfare, or manipulating the in-game market. Its graphics highlight the sheer scale of the cosmos, with beautifully rendered planets and ships. There's no central story, but the world thrives on the complex relationships and narratives created by the players, making each experience unique in this evolving space sandbox. In this quirky puzzle platformer, you play as a knight trying to slay a dragon by navigating increasingly tricky obstacles. The gameplay revolves around controlling an awkwardly long sword, using it to solve puzzles and progress through levels. The graphics are simple yet charming, with a pixel art style that adds to the game's humor. The story is lighthearted and revolves around your quest to defeat the dragon, while the world is filled with humorous challenges and fun, absurd obstacles. Set in an enchanted forest, this adventure game lets you explore magical realms and solve puzzles. The gameplay is centered around exploration and interacting with the world's many creatures and landscapes. The graphics are whimsical and colorful, creating a storybook-like atmosphere. The story follows a hero's quest to restore balance to the forest, and the world is full of enchanted woods, mystical beings, and ancient secrets waiting to be discovered. In this retro-inspired platformer, you'll face fast-paced levels filled with enemies and tricky jumps. The gameplay challenges your reflexes and timing as you navigate each stage. The graphics embrace a nostalgic pixel art style, capturing the charm of classic platform games. The story is simple, involving a hero on a quest to defeat a looming evil, and the world is a colorful, dangerous playground of traps and enemies designed to test your platforming skills. This battle royale throws in a mix of realistic gunplay and wacky supernatural abilities, making every match unpredictable. The gameplay involves traditional shooting mechanics with the added twist of mystical powers, allowing for chaotic, fast-paced encounters. The graphics are highly detailed, with diverse environments that range from forests to snowy wastelands. The story is light, but the world is an eclectic battleground where warriors from different times and realities clash for ultimate survival. In this fun and cooperative multiplayer game, you and your friends team up to manage the chaos of running a supermarket. The gameplay revolves around completing tasks like stocking shelves, serving customers, and keeping the store organized, all while racing against the clock. The graphics are colorful and cartoonish, creating a playful and light-hearted atmosphere. There's no deep storyline, but the world is a bustling supermarket full of quirky characters and endless challenges. It's all about working together efficiently to keep the customers happy and the business thriving. A tactical shooter where teamwork and strategy are key, this game requires communication and careful planning to win intense multiplayer matches. The gameplay focuses on tight, objective-based combat in urban environments. The graphics are sleek and modern, with detailed cityscapes and character models. The story isn't heavily emphasized, but the world is a near-future dystopia where corporate warfare has spilled into the streets, creating a high-stakes environment for every match. Step into the cockpit of a plane, tank, or warship in this highly detailed military combat simulator. The gameplay blends realistic physics with accessible controls, allowing for dynamic battles across air, land, and sea. The graphics impress with well-crafted vehicles and destructible environments. While there isn't a singular story, the world of the game spans different historical periods, allowing players to relive and rewrite battles from World War II to the Cold War. Set in a futuristic war zone, this game lets you suit up as a heavily armed soldier battling for supremacy. The gameplay mixes fast-paced shooting with tactical elements, allowing for customization of weapons and abilities. The visuals are sleek and futuristic, with detailed urban battlefields and high-tech gear. The story involves corporate warfare in a dystopian future, and the world is filled with tech-driven conflict, where every skirmish counts in the fight for dominance. In a game that throws you into the heart of historical battles, you'll experience large-scale warfare with muskets, bayonets, and cannons. The gameplay emphasizes teamwork and strategy, with large-scale multiplayer skirmishes that demand coordination. The visuals are realistic, bringing historic battlefields to life with detailed environments and period-accurate uniforms. The story focuses on recreating famous historical conflicts, with a deep commitment to authenticity. The world is one where history meets action, immersing you in moments from major wars of the past. A hacking simulation where you control a digital rogue in a cyberpunk future, Bitburner challenges you to write code and script your way through corporate networks. The gameplay is based on coding and automation, rewarding players who can create efficient programs. The visuals are minimalistic, focusing on terminal-style graphics and text-based interfaces. The story unfolds through your hacking exploits, and the world is a dystopian cyber playground where corporations and hackers vie for control. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up as that really helps a lot. If you think any game is missing or if you're planning to play any of these games, don't forget to leave a comment. Those were the top 25 best new games free on Steam. This has been another video from New Quest Play, and I'll be here waiting for you for the next quest.